As Canada looks to deepen its defense ties with the United States, there is growing scrutiny over the Pentagon's new contract with Elon Musk's Grok chatbot. U.S. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is blasting the contract as offensive and dangerous.
Soon, the same AI model that called itself Mecha Hitler and recommended a second Holocaust will be used in the Pentagon to address critical national security challenges.
So the U.S. government says its $200 million contract with X's AI will see Grok tackle national security challenges. But critics say controversies surrounding Grok, including a tirade of anti-Semitic posts on X, make the chatbot a national security threat itself. For more on the contract, we are joined by Tawfiq Rahim, geopolitical strategist and author of Trump 2.5, a primer. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So what is the plan here? I mean, what will Grok be used for exactly?
Well, the grant is actually across 4 different companies for $200 million, or the contract, let's say, for agentic AI. So OpenAI received the first agreement, and in this slate, Grok was awarded $200 million along with Anthropic and Google. And really, it's about developing frontier AI capabilities where the AI itself can play a role beyond just chatting, but actually taking action. And of course, there is a lot of embedded risk within that, broadly speaking, not just with Grok.
What are the guardrails that are in place for how the Pentagon could use Grok?
I think these are the fears that we need to discuss a lot more. I think beyond what Chuck Schumer in your clip highlighted, which really, relates to the politicization of the current environment and, of course, some of the stray conversations that Grok was having. The questions really are raised around what agentic capabilities would be embedded within the Pentagon and broader defense actions. What data would there be access to, and to what extent the AI could take actions on its own. And this discussion is really not being had in a transparent way, in a comprehensive way. And the risk is that because it will be tagged with that type of secret clearance, it won't be had in a public way. And I think that's what needs to happen, especially when other countries like Canada are brought on board.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that. The Canadian government is in talks with the Trump administration, as we know, over joining its Golden Dome missile defense project. What effect could the Pentagon Grok contract have on the U.S. military's relationship with allies like us here in Canada?
Well, I think every country needs to have its own autonomous and integrated, AI capability. And the challenge for Canada, given that the U.S. is so close to, the country in terms of its defense apparatus, and the fact that the artificial intelligence capabilities in U.S. companies is at such a pole position that Canada will simply defer to American AI and American defense capabilities in this regard. But that's actually not the way forward for a sovereign approach. And there needs to be, honestly, as of yesterday or last year or quite some years ago, the AI capabilities in Canada being invested in to lead those defense capabilities. And I don't know if that discussion is being had in Canada at a national level, because as it stands, they might just default to what the U.S. is doing.
During the peak of the Trump-Musk feud, President Trump repeatedly threatened to cancel the contract with Elon Musk and the companies he has and the contracts he has with the U.S. government. Is it possible this deal could be canceled?
It is possible because there will be a review, generally speaking, and this contract is new. So unlike the SpaceX contracts, which of course you might have seen was leaked, that they are being reviewed, and those are much more vital and established within the U.S. government, and particularly for the Department of Defense. This contract will come under scrutiny, and so all of the AI companies, and in particular Grok, because it goes so public on X with its responses, will be evaluated. But you have to also keep in mind that OpenAI has faced a lot of controversy recently. There's been a few New York Times articles how it's reinforced type of different actions, mental illness, etc., in many of its users.
Well, Tawfiq Rahim, thank you for your insight on this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.